what I got for you. You got a mousey. Come here. There he is. Aw, that's my good boy. He's my very good boy. Mindfulness in the morning. All right. I broke down. We're going to talk a little bit about 7 today. 6 and 7, actually. Since it's July. You're going to love it. I know it. No, this is really good, though. This is good stuff. Has been in my life. So good morning, everybody. Today I want to talk about steps 6 and 7. 6 and 7. Whenever people ask me where to start with a step, my answer is always the same. Start with whatever the basic text of your particular program is and work it completely. But don't stop there. Plenty's been written on the subject. Today I'm in the 12 and 12. That's code for people in the know. And these 2 essays happen to be some of my favorites in the whole book. So we're going deep this morning. Put on your life vest. There's a line early in the Step 6 essay from a clergyman who was one of our program's greatest friends. He said, this is the step that separates the men from the boys. That's right. And his reasoning is that anybody who's honest and willing enough to try Step 6 repeatedly, on all his faults, without reservations, whatever, he has come a long way spiritually. Not perfectly, repeatedly. That word matters. This isn't a one-time transaction. Obviously. Now, step 6. I used to think I had 1,000 defects. Turns out I only have 7. We all do. My last sponsor, God rest his soul, taught me an acronym, and I love acronyms. Especially when people know what the hell they stand for. Pale eggs. You ready? Pride, anger, lust, envy, greed, gluttony, and sloth. You want those backwards? Sloth, gluttony, greed, envy, lust, anger, and pride. Just remember pale eggs. And we all suffer them to greater or lesser degrees. Doesn't matter how far along you are, the book says it straight. No matter how far we've progressed, desires will always be found which oppose the principles that we're trying to live by, or if you prefer, the grace of God. That's not a failure. That's just being human. Now, here's a piece I don't think gets talked about enough. The book says it's nowhere evident that our Creator expects us to fully eliminate our instinctual drives. God didn't design us to be rid of desire. He gave us those drives to help us survive. To eat, to connect, to build stuff. The defect isn't the drive itself. The defect shows up when we let those drives run past their intended purpose. When we demand more satisfaction or more pleasure than we're actually due. That's the exact measure the book uses for character defects. Not, do you have desires? Everybody does. But where do your desires stop listening to you? Capiche? Did I lose anybody? And this is the part that really got me. The book admits flat out that we actually enjoy some of our defects. Ain't that the truth? We don't want to give them up because on some level we like them. A little superiority feels good. Letting greed dress up as an ambition feels good. Even self-righteous anger, there's a comfort in it, a feeling of being right. The book calls gossip laced with our anger a polite form of murder by character assassination. I don't know how to say it better than that. Procrastination gets called out too. It's sloth in 5 syllables, dressed up nice so we don't have to look at it directly. Huh. So step 6 isn't asking for perfection. Only step 1 gets that. The 100% admission that we're powerless. The other 11 steps are ideals we walk toward. Lost my spot. Not a finish line. The book actually gives you permission to say, this I cannot give up yet. What it warns you against is saying, this I will never give up. That's the sentence that closes the door. Delay might be forgivable, rebellion is dangerous. And I don't know about you, but I've been rebellious my whole life. Just ask any authority figure. Which brings us to step 7. Humbly ask him to remove our shortcomings. The whole essay is really an argument about what humility actually is. Because most of us walk around with a badly damaged idea of the world. We think of it as something forced on us, something that happens when life beats us down enough. And for a lot of us, that's exactly how it started. Pain was the price of admission into this new life. Facts. But here's the turn. That admission price bought more than we expected. Great, Chris. Where'd you go? It brought a measure of humility, and we discovered humility itself as a healer of pain. We started fearing pain less and wanting humility more. There's a line about our old idea of a higher power that I really dig. The book describes it as treating God like a Bush League pinch hitter, someone you call on only in an emergency. Well, you keep running your own life the rest of the time. Getting over that idea is described as one of the most profound results of working the program, whether you were a believer or not. And the chief activator behind all 7 of these defects, according to the book, is self-centered fear. I'm not as scared of nothing. Fear we'll lose something we already have or fail to get something we want. Does that ring true or what? Living on a foundation of unsatisfied demands keeps us in continual disturbance. There's no peace available until we find a way to reduce the demands themselves. Savi? You've got this one figured out already, don't you, Caspian? Where'd you go? Yeah, you do. Don't you? Zero pride, zero ambition, just snaps and demands for food. I know people like that too. Which is exactly the line the book draws for us. The difference between a demand and a simple request is plain to anyone. Step 7 is where the difference becomes our whole attitude. We stop trying to run this program on willpower and self-satisfaction, and we ask instead, humbly. That word is doing all the work in this step. Humbly. Here's what I want to carry into the day. You don't have 1,000 things wrong with you. You've got 7 categories, and everybody's carrying the same 7, just in different proportions. The work isn't becoming a different person, and it isn't hitting perfection by Friday. It's asking instead of demanding that the parts of you that get in your own way get a little lighter today than they were yesterday. That's it for this morning, and that's enough, and that's a lot. I'm Chris, that's Caspian, and we'll see you tomorrow.